What is going on, guys? Thank you guys so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. It is Monday, December 6th, 2021. I am your host, Phil, and this is Outside the Brand. Man, you know what, guys? WWE really loves to disrespect and treat us like we're complete fools. Tonight was a complete waste of time. Tonight was the 17th anniversary of the main event between Lita and Trish Stratus on Monday Night Raw. And to celebrate that, we had Liv Morgan challenge Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship, rather. And the result that we got tonight is a direct indication as to what WWE thinks of their talent that we love the most. And if you don't believe that, go watch the match again. Go watch the match again. I dare you to watch this shit again. WWE doesn't give a shit about me. WWE does not give a shit about you. And WWE does not give a shit about their talent and the way that they utilize them on a weekly basis. They definitely don't give a shit about Liv Morgan, especially after what happened tonight. So, tonight was a complete waste of everyone's time and effort to get invested in. And I mean, that just describes the night in general. Another match that just meant absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things was this steel cage match that kicked off the show. Why did this match have to happen? Why? If tonight didn't exist, I would have been perfectly fine with it, because there was no reason for this night to even exist beyond what we got tonight. WWE continues to think that we are the fucking problem. It's them. It's them, and we just get the same old shit that we get on a week-to-week basis. I'm sick of this company treating us like we're the fools, treating us like we're the idiots, when it's them that legitimately has no idea what the fuck they are doing. They're creative, literally. They don't even know how to fucking spell the word wrestling, let alone how to book these goddamn shows week to week. They don't even book these shows week to week. I keep telling you guys, they write these shows hours before it's fucking on the air, and this is the fucking results that we get tonight. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here on the show tonight. We love that you guys come here, regardless of how bad these shows are on a week-to-week basis. I certainly love that you guys come on here. What's up, MJ? How are you?
Good. Well, not good at all, actually.
Yeah. Honestly, to be completely honest, dude, with the way, I see your name now on StreamYard, but I thought it was Loft that was there the entire time, so my bad.
Understandable.
I didn't know you were joining us. But this is your Monday Night Raw review. Like I said, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here tonight. We got MJ here.
I can't let you be by yourself. You can't be by yourself, man. Nobody else is here, so I gotta be here for you, bro.
I thought Love was going to be here, but I guess he was a little bit too upset. But hey, that's perfectly fine. We don't need to, have everybody here on the show. I know a lot of people were invested on this show tonight, especially for the main event. But thank you guys so much for joining us again. If we can get this stream to 10 likes, that would be greatly appreciated. So continue to hit that subscribe button, as well as we're on the road to 500 subscribers. And if you guys missed anything on the channel over the past few weeks, you guys can just go onto the homepage. It's all linked right there. And all the playlists are down there as well. You guys can check anything that you may have missed. It's all updated for you. So go check that out if you may have missed anything. Also, All of our TikTok links are down in the description below. That way, you guys can follow us wherever you guys want to. There you go, Locke. Thank you so much, my man. Yeah, so you guys can go follow all of us on TikTok. I'm going to let MJ do his thing because we do usually the intros now, but I do want to shout out one more thing. Now that Locke is in the chat, I want to make sure you guys know about the MFN Right remix and the rest of the songs that Bash and Locke have made. All that is in the playlist for their music is in the channel, so go check that out if you may have missed any of those songs that they produce, because they are just absolute bangers. MJ, have you heard any of them?
I recently heard. Oh, let me look at it real quick. I forgot which one. I forgot what it was called.
Okay.
Love by the Fire. That's what I wish. I recently heard that one.
That's their newest release, and it's fucking awesome.
I can tell they really improved from the last time I heard them.
Yeah, so you guys can go check out any of those that you may have missed. All there on the channel for you guys to go check out. Without further ado, what's going on, MJ? How are you, my man? What were your overall thoughts on tonight's show, man? I mean, this show continuously treats us like we're idiots every single week, and it's not even fair.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even waste the time on watching the show. I basically just watched the main event, and that's really it.
Yeah, so, pretty much the same. I was on WAF's Live the entire night. I wasn't watching it. I watched the steel cage match because I'm like, it's a steel cage match, so it's okay, maybe. But then as soon as that steel cage went off, I went back to Monday Night Football, didn't watch the entire show, and then went to the main event. I didn't care about the show. Sponsor us, Pringles. There you go. But yeah, we'll look at the chat first, and then once Locke gets in here, we'll actually get right into the show. So I have a question. Why is WWE blaming us? WWE, well, I wouldn't say they blame us for their failures, but I'm saying, like, in a way, they treat us like the idiots, saying like, oh yeah, we'll get invested in all these characters that we love deeply, and then at the end of the day, they have the power to just either really raise the bar on them, and then just yank it right from underneath us. They do. So, I mean, that's what I truly mean by that. MJ, what are your thoughts on all of the way WWE treats not only their talent, but us as well?
I wouldn't necessarily say they're blaming us. I would just say, like, they think they can do one thing and think everybody's gonna like it. They don't care about how the fans react to it. They just give us something like, here's a gift. Here's an ugly Christmas sweater. And like
and it's ugly as shit.
Yeah.
But we gotta say, we're just like, well, thank you, because I mean, you're giving something to us, but we don't want it. So I see we got Nate in the chat as well. Here it is. Here's Locke Not Famous. There's my boy. How you doing, my man? I know it's not the best right now.
Yep.
You got any response to what Josh said in the chat and what I highlighted? I don't know if WWE is blaming us, but they definitely treat us like we're the fools here.
Because they don't care. That's really it. They don't care.
There you go. It's true. Yeah, so we're gonna try to do our best here on Outside the Brand, episode 102 tonight, for your Monday Night Raw review for December 7th, or 6th, technically, 2021. So, fuck it. Let's just go through it. Nobody wants to be here because everybody's just so upset about what happened in the main event, but we kick off the show tonight with Steel Cage match. Kevin Owens challenges the WWE Champion Big E, non-title, in a steel cage. For what reason? Ratings. That's it. Was it decent? Yeah. Because Kevin Owens and Big E. Of course. But was the steel cage stipulation needed? Not in the slightest. Only reason why the steel cage match was even really a thing was so that we can have Seth Rollins in here, have a little bit of a build towards day one. But at the end of the day, that didn't even really happen. So I really don't know why this match even have to happen tonight. Especially steel cage.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really have much to say about it because I did not watch the entire show until the main event. But just by what I heard, I can just tell that it's Raw being Raw. So
This was pointless, bro. I don't know why it started off the show. I don't know why this is on the show. This is a stupid match. I didn't care. There was no point. Hey, 01, you want to be champion? What was the point? He wouldn't make no sense. He is champion, but pointless and stupid.
So Owens gets to the top of the cage and one leg over, but Big E jumps up and drags him back inside the cage. This time Big E gets him up on his shoulder and manages to hit a big ending from the top rope. Rather than going for the pinfall, Big E starts crawling towards the door to escape, but Owens grabs his leg and Big E kicks him in the face a few times, crawls out of the cage, and wins the match. Big E was the only winner here. He was really the only rightful winner here. Kevin Owens winning would make no sense whatsoever. During this match, at some point during it, I believe it was actually I think it was before the first commercial break even began, Seth Rollins made his appearance, shut the door on both KO and Big E. It was either before the first commercial or the second one. Regardless, Seth Rollins trying to make his presence known. And he wasn't even really trying to help one person win or the other. It was just, I'm here. So don't forget about me, because I'm in this match too. Even though it's really, he was the one that won the number one contendership all along. So I don't know. This match, it made no sense. It was pointless. Big E was the only rightful winner here. And at the end of it all, just got a decent steel cage match on Raw. That's it.
yeah, I don't know what to say, bro. I did not watch the show. I really don't know what to say.
Yeah. And so it is all right that you don't really have much to say, because there's really not much else to say here.
Yeah, you're right.
As soon as Big E is out of the cage, Rollins then attacks him, and the cage is lifted, and Rollins goes inside to beat Owens as well. Rollins attempts to stomp, but Big E scoops him up and hits a big ending. And then Big E finally hits another big ending onto Owens, and that's how you just leave. And then we had the third commercial break, and probably about the first half hour. So
Yay, commercials. Wow.
There were so many commercials tonight, MJ. It's not even funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can tell, bro. Literally every time I turn on the TV, bro, it's a commercial. Or at least every time I jump to like somebody's live, like Nate and Loft's live, it always be on commercial. So
Yeah.
I'm not really surprised.
So Kevin Owens, Big E, and Seth Rollins are all laid out when we return from break. And because during the break, Bobby Lashley just rushed down to the ring and attacked all three of them.
They better not do this.
So the announcers run down what exactly happened and what to expect from the rest of the show. And tonight we're gonna get the first match of the RK-Bro-nament.
What?
A tag team tournament to decide the new #1 contenders for RK-Bro.
Hold on. They called it the what?
The RK-Bro-nament.
I hate this company. I hate this company so much.
Don't blame me, blame Matt Riddle, because that's the way he called it.
Why?
And then they just rolled with it, dude. Oh, and by the way, dude, there's only 4 teams in this tournament. 4 teams.
Just wow.
And I'm going to read you the names right now.
Please don't read the names. Please.
Street Profits. AJ Styles and Omos.
Are you shitting me?
Rhea and Dominic Mysterio. Booyaka Booyaka. 619. And then the Alpha Academy. That's it.
Let me guess who won. Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, who's in the match? Who's in the match?
Well, we didn't even get that we didn't even get that match yet. That was just an announcement that happened during the show. We had Queen Zelina Vega take on Nikki A.S.H. with their tag team partners, obviously in their corner. Well, this was as pointless as well, what's something that's completely pointless in life?
James Ellsworth.
A broken pencil.
A broken pencil? There you go. Yeah.
Nick Khan.
So this match legitimately did not have to happen. Nikki hits a neck breaker and attempts a flying crossbody with nobody home. And then Zelina hits a code red for the 1-2-3.
To be honest, the women's tag team division is a joke. So
the women's tag team division is non-existent.
You're right.
Burn the fucking titles. We never need a fucking women's tag team titles.
See, if y'all gonna just take out the NXT Cruiserweight title, you might as well take out the women's tag team titles, to be honest.
We never need a fucking women's tag team championship. We never needed it.
Well, it was good when Boston Hug Connection won it, but like
that's it.
After
that's
that,
it.
I mean, Bayley,
as soon as the fucking Iconics won those belts, it became absolutely irrelevant. And don't tell me I'm wrong, because you know I'm right.
Yeah, I can't say you're wrong. Not going on. Iconic.
They're doing great stuff in Impact now, but come on, bro. Queen Zelina hit the code red for the win. Shout out to the Amazing Red, by the way, who made that move famous, but nobody would know that. RK-Bro is backstage, and Riddle is wearing a brown blazer with the WWE insignia on it. Commentators at this point were pissed off that Riddle got a blazer and they don't. Riddle asks if Randy isn't wearing anything on the top half of his body, why doesn't he just wear this blazer that he is gifting him in the spirit of Christmas, of course. Riddle says that he and Randy were doing a favorite holiday movie bracket when they came up with the idea of an RK-Bro-nament. Randy Orton says that never happened, and all he remembers is Riddle telling him that Home Alone changed his life. Riddle says that he and Orton are going to do all the interviews for the RK-Bro-nament tonight, and Randy always tells him to be prepared, so to be prepared, he brought a spare blazer for him to wear.
Okay.
Orton says, "No way in hell I am wearing that, Riddle, so you can get that out of my face." And fans are cheering for Randy to put on the blazer, because Riddle has voices in his head telling him that he should do so.
Not gonna lie.
Randy just says, "Fine," and he wears it.
Lie, man. Loft. I think you're right, bro. It's starting to get annoying, bro.
I can't stand RK-Bro anymore, bro.
See, it was funny and nice at first, but it's kind of starting to get. Oh my gosh.
It's run its course. It's run its course, and it needs to end.
Yeah.
It hasn't been funny for a long time now. Riddle makes his little jokes that I chuckle at, but goodness gracious, I don't know how long. I don't know how long this has to go. It's not that funny.
Randy Orton is beneath being in a tag team at this point in his career. Come on now. Riddle can be something if they chose to do it.
Just give
But
him
no.
a world title, bro. Give Randy Orton number 16 already. Please. Even though he has like.
He's not even at 15.
I know. I'm just saying. I just want to see Riddle get RKO'd. I'm just over it at this point.
Randy needs to turn on him. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, like I feel like I don't know, bro. It's just
You don't think a Randy versus a Big E would do something?
I mean, I think he's gonna turn on him at some point. Just like
or Riddle versus Big E.
They was
because that's what all this was supposed to be about, so that we can get Riddle to a point to be a world champion, or at least be something credible to go for a world title.
It's just crazy, like how over they used to be, and now they're just really annoying now. Like, well, not they. I wouldn't say they. It's just like them together is annoying.
And the thing is, dude, it's only been for 7 months.
It's been that long, bro.
Yep. I think. Well, actually, no. This month would mark number 8.
Okay.
So,
Randy Orton's new next New Year's resolution, bro. It's to turn on Riddle. Just turn on the man in this tag team, please. It's run its course. We're over it.
So Nikki, A.S.H, and Rhea Ripley are walking backstage, and Rhea is trying to tell her not to worry because we'll get them next time. They'll do. Some random ass girl appears and asks for an autograph, but not for Nikki's autograph like she thought. It was the autograph for Jerry the King Lawler.
Are you serious?
Jerry Lawler then appears in the frame. He signs the autograph for this random ass woman, and then tells Nikki, "Hey, I saw what happened out there. Tough loss, kid." And then she got mad, walked off. And
why is Jerry the King? You know what? Okay.
Then Jerry Lawler said, "Was it something I said?" No shit, Jerry. The only reason why Jerry Lawler was on tonight's show was because he just signed a new WWE deal. That's it. That's it. That's all.
Isn't he one fall away? Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. I can't say that on here.
Nikki Cross, Nikki A.S.H, Nikki a shitty human. I don't know.
Nikki Cross at this point. Just give me that Nikki Cross, please. Please.
Nikki A.S.S, I don't care. Like,
Imagine they call
Nikki A.S.H. Trust me. It was probably thought of.
not gonna lie, because they thought of Von Wagner, bro. Like,
What the fuck is a Von Wagner, dude?
I'll tell you, it is a
No, not here.
okay.
After.
Okay.
Plus, I already know. I looked it up. But still, it's just for the joke.
I looked it up the first time you asked it, and I was not expecting that.
Love, MJ, it's time for the first match of this tournament. It is the Street Profits taking on AJ Styles and Omos. And man, I had to say, what the fuck is happening here? AJ Styles wants a phenomenal forearm, but Omos tags himself in. AJ is not happy, but Dawkins drags him to the floor. Omos runs over Dawkins, then slams Ford onto the ring apron, and Omos gets counted out for the victory of the Street Profits. Street Profits move on to the finals. It's just another match between Street Profits, AJ Styles, and Omos. It's nothing new. Nothing new. If you've seen one of their matches, you've seen all of them. That's it.
Yep, pretty much.
The show's boring, dog.
See, I'm lucky regretting my life decisions right now. Like,
I don't even know what to say. The show is boring.
I low-key torture myself every single week for no reason.
It's just boring, man.
So, after the match, AJ tells Omos that he needs to listen to him more. He says that, listen, that's how this tag team works. You listen to me and we win.
Hey, yo, Phil.
What's up?
To be honest, I'd rather watch Logan Paul film in a forest than watch Raw.
God, Logan Paul. It's mentioned on this podcast.
Oh.
No. Okay.
You'll be all right.
Maybe. So Riddle gets in the ring to conduct an interview with AJ Styles after what happened, because at this point, Omos is in the back already. He walked out on AJ Styles. He asked for a comment, and AJ said, shouldn't you just be interviewing the winners? Because that's usually how these things work. Riddle says, listen, I need to keep my journalistic integrity, so I need to follow the big story. He asked what's going on between himself and Omos, and AJ said, listen, it's just a miscommunication between a great tag team. That's it. And it's something Riddle would not know about, considering he's teaming with Randy Orton. AJ leaves, and Riddle asks Orton if he has anything else to add. The fans chant for Randy, but he just simply says, nope. And that's it. There you go. I can't.
Pretty much sums it up. That's good.
Becky Lynch is interviewed backstage, and she says that she is ready for the big night. She is ready for Liv Morgan. She won her match last week, sucker punched her, and hit her finisher before she can even figure anything out what was happening. And so all the momentum is with Liv right now, but the real battle is in Liv's head. Can she overcome her doubt? The reality is nobody really wants Liv to win the championship. The fans eventually will turn on her, just like they turned on Becky. And so Liv is going to be in a perfect position because she'll never be a champion. So yeah, tonight's a big night for Liv, but it's just another night for big time Bex. Just another cringy ass promo by Becky Lynch. She just does not know how to speak well on the mic, and at the end of the day, it looks like she's legitimately a robot that read the script before, like 5 minutes before that segment happened, and it's just robotic shit after robotic shit. You don't know how to speak as a heel. You just don't. And she needs to learn how to talk. She needs to.
Yeah, you're right, man. Too bad that she kind of don't. No. That's right. Jesus Christ.
I know. I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry. I can't do anything about this.
Sorry, it's a love. I'm married to the girl. No, I'm playing.
No, I am sorry because we shouldn't be. This show should not be this bad. These characters should not be this bad. Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch is just bad, bro. And not in a good way.
Yes.
Not in a good way, by the way. Just not in a good way.
Like, I can't. And then, just to top it all off, we had another United States Championship Open Challenge.
Oh
Listen,
my God.
I hate these United States Championship Open Challenges. They need to figure something else out.
I still like Damian, but this new character they gave him and this new gimmick they probably trying to give him ain't it, bro. Like, y'all messed him up, bro.
I'm cool with open challenges because it was done when Cena did it, and it was cool.
That's the only person that made it work.
Yeah.
Something about
this doesn't work.
Was just built. It was built different, bro, back then, bro.
Yes,
it was him.
Plus, he wanted to work with the younger talent and get them on television because, hey, look at this. At that time, they weren't getting utilized either.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still like Damian Priest and all, but like
the Damian within him.
Why are they changing him, bro?
The Damian within him.
I'm happy.
No.
I'm happy. Man, Big Bob got some solo time. I love Bob. I mean, Big Bob got some solo time. I really want him to win.
Freak Bobby, if you nasty.
That's right. I don't know. I want a Big Bob to win.
Wait, it was Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley got the challenge?
No, it was Bobby Roode.
The real Big Bob.
Oh, Bobby Roode. I thought you meant like Freak Bobby if you nasty. Bobby Lashley.
Oh no, Big Bob.
Oh, you mean like Robert?
Yes.
The thing that sucks though about these open challenges is that it's every single fucking week.
I mean,
every week.
That's what Cena did, bro. I mean, Loft said it right. That's what Cena did.
Well, yes, that's what Cena did. But listen, Cena was the only one that made it work. This does not work in the current landscape of WWE. They don't. What I mean, this match was like what? 4 minutes? 4, maybe 7 minutes.
Who else did open challenges back like 2 years ago? I forgot who else was champion. Was it the man? I don't know. Somebody was champion and did like. Oh no, I'm thinking about 2K19. Oh my God.
Dang.
They use these open challenges as a crush because they legitimately have nothing for the champion.
Well, that's how you know this show is suck. Cause I'm thinking about 2K19 and stuff like that.
They use it as a crush because they have they don't have any creative plans for the champion. That's it. That's it. Do you think they have any idea what Damian Priest is going to be doing at day one?
Nah, probably not.
No. He's probably going to lose the title at day one, honestly. To who? I don't know. He's probably going to lose it.
He'll lose to Santina, bro.
Probably.
No, I'm playing. It's most likely probably going to be like, to make a guess, the new Elias. No, I'm playing.
Dude, Elias is dead. Elias is dead. He's going to be released in the next 2 weeks.
Hey, don't wish. Hey,
I'm not wishing upon releases, but trust me,
that's not
if
what
they
I'm
have not shown him in, it has to be at least 6 months now. It has to be at least 6 months. If they have not shown him, then
Yeah, you're right. I'm not going on. You're right. You got it.
Damian attempts a springboard, but Roode counters into a spine buster, which I feel looked pretty cool. I love Bobby Roode. I do. It's just all his shit
Glory
back then
Bobby
in
if you
NXT.
worry. No,
All his shit back then in NXT with Bob, fantastic stuff.
Big Bob.
He's a great talent. He is.
Big Bobby nasty.
Bob.
So that got an ear fall. Looked great. And then Priest just snatches him in the reckoning for the 1-2-3. Damian Priest retains the title. After the bell, Ziggler then attacks Damian Priest and he's posing. The dogs leave together and Priest looks furious. So next week we're probably going to get Ziggler.
Pretty much.
We're here to show the world. We're here to smash your girl. Come on.
Probably. Next week we'll just get Ziggler, and then the Ghostbusters of Monday Night Raw will just lose in normal fashion.
I would have done whatever, and I just can't believe we.
The Ghostbusters of Monday Night Raw. That's what I called them.
And I just can't believe.
Because who are you gonna call when they need a loss on Monday Night Raw?
Ghostbusters.
Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode.
Oh, they meant like Ghostbusters. My bad.
I called them the Ghostbusters. That's what I said.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not slow.
Bianca,
I'm not slow though.
Bianca makes her entrance and she just gets dropped by Piper. So yeah,
He was sprinting down that ramp.
She fucking ran, dude.
Bianca.
Wait, who ran?
Piper.
Jeez. Okay.
She sprinted down there.
See, I can't say what I want to say because that would be rude.
Don't say what you want to say. Don't say that.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, trust me.
I ain't trying to get canceled yet.
We had Bianca Belair take on Piper, and honestly, this match went a lot longer than I thought it was going to. And the match didn't even really last that long. It was winner by a count out, Bianca Belair. So she just leaves, and it's Piper versus Bianca. Bianca Belair has legitimately lost everything since
I would have done whatever
since SummerSlam.
And I just can't believe we're together.
Got a feeling Bianca's gonna. I'd lose my mind if they release Bianca.
I swear.
Dude, it wouldn't shock me just because of how bad they've used Bianca ever since SummerSlam. But
jail if they release Bianca, I'm going to
that's
jail.
it. Like that would be it.
I'm going to jail.
What's going on, Mo? How are you?
I'm going to jail.
I want to take a look at the chat right now, just to acknowledge everybody that came here tonight. I see Corbin, I see Josh, I see Mo, who just popped in here for a little bit.
I see a Von Wagner.
Did Von Wagner really come in the chat? That would be fucking sick.
No, it wouldn't.
Well, dude, we've had Santa in here a couple of times. It wouldn't fucking shock me if a random fan account came on in here.
Man, imagine, bro, like a Wagner on the chat. Like, y'all know what a Wagner means? A Wagner means
no, we know.
Oh, okay.
Don't do it. Please.
But guys, thank you so much for joining us. We have 5 people in this chat. If you guys have not hit that like button just yet, hit that thumbs up and continue to support the channel in any way you can. I would have had news for you guys tonight before the show, like actually really went on the air, and we could have talked about some news before the Raw review actually started, but I didn't really find anything that was really totally noteworthy. So we kind of just jumped right into the interview, review, I mean. We haven't even had an interview in a long time here in OTB, but we definitely should at some point.
My interview.
Your interview. You're
Yes.
technically a part of this thing on
Not
a
really.
on a part to part basis.
I always wanted an interview, man.
You're already a part of the show.
So
Guess we got to wait till day one for what? For Liv. Listen, I don't even know about Liv at day one, bro. We'll talk about Liv, but we gotta pace ourselves.
If I hear one more person say that to me, I'm gonna lose it, bro.
I swear to God, bro. Like,
I gotta stop saying this.
Can we please pace ourselves because we're all not in a good mood tonight. We're all not.
Yeah, the day one comment.
And it's nothing towards y'all. I want to make sure that it's nothing towards y'all. It's not.
I just can't. I can't take it. I can't.
It's really nothing towards y'all. You know that.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's not our fault.
it's not chicken's fault.
Speaking of well, you said chicken, but I'm gonna say a fucking old dinosaur.
Okay.
Vince McMahon is sitting backstage, and he tells Austin Theory to come inside his office. See, as soon as I say Vince McMahon, Love turns off his camera. He knows what the fuck's gonna happen. Vince shakes his hand and asks him to sit and asks him how he was doing. Theory says he's been doing great, but his face is a little sore after what happened last week. Vince says, "Oh wow, you do look a little sore. That actually does look a little swollen. Yeah, thank you, Vince. Awesome."
Do you see the cat? Somebody just next what that? Wow. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Vince reminds him that nobody cares how he's really doing, and he says that he's going to put him in a match tonight. And Theory gets excited. Vince asks if he was expecting that, and Theory just said no. And then Vince just rolls his eyes, as Austin still tries to get the approval of the old dinosaur and Vince McMahon.
Bro, Vince is gonna pick Austin, bro.
This either means two things, and honestly, I'm going for the latter. It either means that Vince is actually kind of high on Austin Theory, and he's
bro.
and
The
he
fact
has
that
actually
Vince
taken him
is
under his
doing
wing.
like the fact that for the past 3 weeks he's been doing like segments with Austin Theory says a lot that he likes Austin Theory.
It's either that or he's legitimately just preparing him for his firing at the next round of cuts. Because the fuck are you on? I don't know, dude. And guys, after that, we had a Miz TV segment.
Okay, time to go.
This was cool. This is okay.
Miz is in the ring with another edition of Miz TV.
When my hand goes up, feel your mouth go shut.
Nope. He says Maurice would be here tonight, but she does not come to places like Memphis, Tennessee.
Wow.
Miz says that he rewatched the confrontation with Edge last week, and he was astounded to say that Edge actually complimented him.
Wait, y'all had Bianca get squashed in her home state? Wow.
Bianca got a count-out win.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, let her get a count-out win in her home state. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah,
Anyway, back to Miz and Edge.
So Miz says that isn't like Edge to give out compliments, and so he can't help but think that he's a shell of his former self. Miz then introduces the rated R superstar to the show tonight. Once Edge makes his entrance, he says that he meant to all those compliments last week, but Miz says that he can't help but wonder if the rated R superstar has lost all his edge. Boo.
Boo.
Fuck these puns, dude.
That's corny.
He says the old Edge would have speared him out of his $9,000 shoes, but this Edge seems mentally weak. Edge can't believe that he paid $9,000 for some ugly ass shoes that he said, and he does not mistake kindness for weakness. Then he asks Miz what the deal is. Miz says he doesn't need Edge's kindness now. He needed that back in 2006 when he got kicked out of the locker room for eating a chicken wing. He doesn't fit the mold, and he was ostracized. Everything was busy protecting their spot, including Edge. He was the star of a reality TV show that people should have looked out for, but he doesn't care or need the kindness now. Edge says Miz clearly forgets way back then when he pulled him aside and told him to weather the storm so that he can make it here in this company. But Miz brushed him off. He went through the same things he did 7 years ago prior to if anyone had pulled him aside, he would have damn sure listened. Edge says the difference is Miz blames everyone for his shortcomings, and people think the same of him now that he did back in 2006. He's an ass. Miz says he's a hypocrite and vulnerable. He surpasses Edge in ring and outside the ring, and he can't think of a better way to usher in the new year of the Miz than to beat him at January 1. He said to beat him at January 1.
Who said that?
The Miz.
Okay.
The Miz said January 1 instead of day 1.
He's been away for a while. Give him a minute.
As many times as they said day 1 on TV for the past 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure you should memorize it by now.
He was jumping around.
The man doesn't even know the fucking pay-per-view.
I mean,
what it is, man.
I guess we can just say he was...
Oh, we all know what he meant, but the fact that he said January 1...
I mean, at least it's not as bad as, some other people messing up things. Goldberg.
Edge says that it's on. Well, yes, 100% agree, but regardless, he should know the pay-per-view. Edge says that he's on, and they're both in the ring in Memphis right now, so we can just do this again right now. And it's not... Miz said no. Of course he did. And he said, it's not because I'm afraid. It's not. And Edge then cocks back for a punch onto the Miz, and then he falls straight on his ass.
And here comes Go Dallas.
Edge laughs and says, "Oh, you're not scared, huh?" And then he leaves with Miz just on the floor, sitting there in the ring.
See, that's how I know the Miz is gonna win. Because
this match,
every time he gets embarrassed, he always wins.
I am not interested in this match whatsoever. I'm not. Whoever can really tell me how I should really get invested and interested into this match, you can try to tell me all you want.
I'm kind of interested in a way, just because I want to see the Miz wrestle, because I haven't seen him wrestle since Backlash, I think.
Right? It's not going to be anything different.
True, but still,
it's the same old shitty style that he's had all these years before.
It's the Miz, though, man. You gotta come on.
Yeah. Your point?
I don't know.
He was the WWE champion 6 months ago, and look what happened.
Hey, I mean, he lost to Goat last year, but that's all right.
And how long was that championship reign?
About 5 months, I think.
Wasn't it a week?
Oh, so you're talking about the Miz? Yeah, it was like a week, 2 weeks. I don't know. That's besides the point, bro. You angry Miz girl? No, I'm playing.
Well, that's how I felt at the end of the main event tonight.
You're right.
I wonder where the fuck she is now. Who? That's an interview I'd like to see.
Who?
Here.
The girl?
Angry Miz girl. Imagine if we just tracked her down.
Yeah, good. Be looking real weird.
Good luck on that. I know.
That could be looking real weird on your record, bro.
Not like that, weirdo. Damn.
I mean, I feel like I'm better off contacting her, bro, because you won't go to jail. I won't go to jail yet, even though I might end up going to jail anyway. That's besides the point.
We don't even know how old she is, bro.
It's just like 17, 16. I don't know.
To be on an interview for a wrestling podcast, bro.
Hey, I mean, that's Phil's idea, bro. Come on now.
It's not gonna happen. I was just saying that just for fun.
Oh, goofy.
Don't call me goofy. You won't be who requested that.
Liv Morgan is interviewed backstage.
Lord,
at this point, it was before the show. I mean, before the match even happened. So Liv says that she heard what Becky said earlier on in the night, and she wasn't entirely wrong. She did get the better of her in the past few weeks, and people are on her side. But what she got wrong is that people don't want her to be champion. Becky usually gets her way, but tonight she is going to get she's going to get her way, and what she wants is the Roman's championship.
Baby,
it's just a very typical promo. There wasn't really anything too special about what she said. It was kind of just
you're right.
Generic promo. We had the second match.
Touchdown.
We had the second match of the semifinals of the RK-Bro-nament.
Semifinals? Wait, hold on.
There was only 4 teams.
Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
So Street Profits already won. They made it to the finals. So now it's either down to the Mysterios and Alpha Academy to see who faces Street Profits in the finals.
Let me guess. Wait, who was in this match?
The Mysterios and Alpha Academy.
All right, let me guess. Alpha Academy won.
No.
Wow.
No, it was the Mysterios, and didn't I tell you that the Mysterios were going to win this thing?
Out of all the history,
not have won that match.
Wait. Okay, so out of all the history that Gabriel Academy or Alpha Academy, whatever you want to call it, has with the Street Profits, you don't want to have them win this? Okay, whatever.
Do you think they give a shit about Otis and Gable?
No, not really. Have you seen Money in the Bank? 2020, I think.
Right.
Was that 2020 or was it 2019? I don't remember.
2020 is when Otis won the briefcase, which then Miz won, and then we had all that shit.
Ducky. At least he got many euros, man.
The Mysterios won here at the end of it all. Then one with a fruit roll up, like Josh said.
Yeah.
And the Mysterios pick up the win. It was Dominic pinning Chad. And that was it.
So I know. I guess I know who's gonna win, huh? I guess we all know who's gonna win. We all know who's gonna win. It's all right. We know who's gonna win.
We get the Street Profits versus RK-Bro again.
Now let's have the Street Profits win, okay? Thanks. And then have Randy on RK-Bro, not RK-Bro, RKO, Matt Riddle. Jesus Christ.
If they just had the Street Profits win, then that would make things a lot easier. But
yeah, you're right about that. That's why I want them to win because I mean, it makes sense.
Watch Otis and Gable get released. All the people that were in the Battle Royal.
Can we stop predicting releases? Because that's kind of sad, but I'm not gonna lie.
All the people that were in that Battle Royal a couple of weeks ago on that pay-per-view, whatever the fuck that pay-per-view was. What was it?
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
That's funny.
When
it's the fourth pay-per-view of the year, you couldn't even get the
well, was it really memorable? No.
Nah, it wasn't. That's the point. That makes it funny, bro.
All those people that were in that Battle Royal, don't forget Nick Khan was in the crowd that night.
Are you serious?
You didn't see him?
No.
He was in the crowd. He was watching all those people get thrown over the top rope, and the winner of that Battle Royal was safe. Everybody else is probably gone.
So Otis isn't getting released out of everybody? Wow.
Probably.
I feel disrespected. Watch play games with me, Phil.
Austin Theory is warming up for his match. In Vince's office, of course.
I missed the field goal. Wait.
And Vince is on the phone. Vince tells him to sit and says, unfortunately, he will not be able to have a match tonight on the show. Theory is disappointed and says, listen, the last match I had was against Big E for the WWE Championship. You don't think I should have a match tonight? And he's like, look, listen, that match actually impressed me, but you need to impress me more. At the end of the day, you just need to impress me more. Don't impress me with your actions. You need to.
Oh my God! What if you went to Rumble? What if you went to Rumble, bro? Listen,
you need to improve me. You need to impress me with your brains.
I'm gonna say this right now. Awesome Theory is winning the Royal Rumble.
Imagine.
Exactly.
So he yells at him to stop and uses brains to impress him instead of his body. So Theory leaves with a evil smile on his face.
Oh man.
Finn Balor is on the show tonight. But guess who he faced?
Let me guess. I forgot who's on the roster. I guess like Mace or something. I don't know. T-Bar. Who knows?
You were so close. It was T-Bar.
Wow.
You said Mace, but you were so close. It was the other guy. It was T-Bar.
See, I said T-Bar. I feel that. That's crazy.
T-Bar counters a sling blade and hits a big boot. Balor then actually hits a sling blade and then goes to the top rope, hits a coup de grace.
My bad. T-Bone. My bad.
T-Bone, T-bag.
T-bag.
Same difference.
Hey.
Yo, wait. Hold on, Phil. Hold on. Hey, yo.
Yeah. Why not?
You see these dogs in your front? Never mind.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Byron.
T-bong. T-bang.
T-bong.
T-bang.
You see these dogs in your front yard? Just know I'm going hard. Nah, man.
Finn Balor won. Great. I don't care. Dominic Dijakovic, please.
Yeah.
After the match, Theory then attacks Balor and hits the ATL onto him. So Theory takes some selfies with Balor before leaving the ring. I don't know how that really impresses anybody, but okay. Oh, and then laugh. Like you said in your line, you're like, after this match, we'll probably get a 24/7 title shit, and then the main event. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. It's like clockwork at this point.
Dana Brooke is sulking around backstage
Oh, my Lord.
with the 24/7 championship. When Reggie, R-Truth, Akira Tozawa pop up to try to scare her. Truth tells her to relax, and he doesn't even know if that's PG. I don't fucking know. Don't ask. Tamina comes running, but Reggie tries to prevent her from chasing Dana. And that was it.
You see these dogs in your front lawn? You know it's I'm going hard.
What is not PG, Archer? I had to ask. What was not PG?
Ayo, Phil, guess what?
Did I miss something?
No, I think what R-Truth does, he goes on TikTok and sees like what he said that's trending, and then the next week he just says it. Like I remember when he did the Xbox thing, when that went like viral on the internet, he just said it like 14 times on the next episode.
Was I missing something? Was something not PG?
No, he just wanted to say it. I love R-Truth. He can do whatever he wants to do. I just caught on to that. I was like, there was nothing that was not PG. He just wanted to say it. He just talking.
So yo, Phil, guess what?
What up?
What's up, baby? Take me out.
Hey.
Hey, yo.
When you see these dogs on the front lawn, just know upstairs, I'm going hard. Respectfully.
Bang bong. We come back from a commercial break. So there you go, another commercial break.
Commercial break.
MVP and Bobby Lashley are interviewed backstage. MVP says they live in an era where people are too comfortable disrespecting each other and just not expecting results. Well, that's not how the Almighty does things. Owens, Biggie, and Rollins have all disrespected Lashley, and all of them felt the repercussions. If we get a fatal four-way for this goddamn title at day one.
It's a hard hat holidays. Respectfully.
If we get a fucking fatal four-way.
They might actually do that.
Dude, come on now.
Hard hat holidays. Respectfully.
There you go.
I'm sorry. I just had to. I had no choice.
We got a claim on episode 100, so I really want to...
Oh, we actually did? That's why I didn't get posted? That's tough.
Yeah.
Technically, it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, it was.
How?
You played the fucking Carl Weezer shit.
It was a parody. It was a parody, though. That shouldn't even happen.
We're not having this conversation right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can low-key appeal that, though, to be honest.
Oh. For the love of God, don't do that.
Point is, if we had this goddamn fatal four-way, why?
I laugh. Because it wasn't even the real song. Like, that's bull.
It doesn't matter.
Kind of does matter, to be honest.
I just don't want it to be a fatal four-way. Period.
They're gonna make it a fatal four-way.
Yeah, they will. Definitely will.
But what has Bobby done?
It's Goat Lashley. What you mean?
What has Bobby done to deserve this?
It's Goat Lashley. What you mean?
No one needs to deserve anything.
Fuck Goat Lashley at this point. He doesn't deserve shit.
I'm telling you, this crazy.
He doesn't deserve shit.
You know what, Phil?
Honestly, Kevin Owens doesn't deserve shit.
Hey. Kevin Owens is the greatest.
Who won the ladder match?
Kevin Owens is the greatest Universal Champion, bro.
Who won the ladder match?
Okay, but that's tough.
Seth Rollins.
That is tough.
True. I mean, I was confused about that part too, but still, come on now. Bro, are you surprised at this point?
No, I'm not, and that's what fucking...
That's the
That's
point.
what fucking pisses me off. And no, I'm not going to just accept it.
Hey, yo, Phil, I got a question.
What's up?
Should MJ just go all elite, bro, at this point?
That's up to you, my man. That's up to you.
Hey, yo, somebody watching this podcast right now, make an MJW squad that's going all elite. Picture.
I could definitely make that if you just send me a picture of yourself.
Ew. Okay.
You know what I fucking mean by that.
I already know.
Hey.
But are you sure that's what I mean? No, I'm playing.
Am I good, Josh? No, I'm not, because I'm tired of this fucking company treating us like we're shit. Treating us like the piece of dog crap at the bottom of your shoe. No.
Who said the dog shit?
Like,
The hard hat holidays, respectfully.
we get a video package of Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch and how pretty much everything kind of aligns with the 17th anniversary of the Lita and Trish Stratus main event on Monday Night Raw.
God damn it, I thought of the fucking football.
We had an entire video package of like Trish sending messages back and forth with Liv Morgan, giving her blessing about how things are going to work out for the blonde in this situation.
Yeah.
And just making a really good video package. If that's one thing I have to credit WWE on, is their video package making skills and all of that stuff. They really know how to actually do that stuff. But at the end of the day,
hey, yo, Love.
Yo.
I got a question. Is it a hard hat holiday, respectfully?
Respectfully, no. But,
respectfully.
No. I don't see the point of doing this whole 20-minute heart jerker ass video package. Just say, nah, Becky wins, lol. Like, why are you still doing this? Why'd you have the old Trish text message?
I still want to slander, bro. I got so much stuff to say about Becky. Please, can we get to main event, please?
Oh yeah, we're there now. We're there now.
Okay, bet. Big bet. Becky sucks. She won the same way she won the Survivor Series. It was bull. Liv Morgan should have won that match. I don't care what you say. Becky sucks. I don't care who you are. I said it. Becky's trash.
Listen. My only issue is I snapped on live because all I heard was let it play out. Give it time. She's gonna win it day one. She's gonna win the Rumble.
Sick of that
She's gonna
shit.
win WrestleMania. Listen. Every 3 or 4 Thursdays, superstars get released from this company. Everyone here knows that. Everyone either listening or recording this, we already know this.
Dead ass.
So why are we already planning things to happen when we don't even know if Liv is going to make it to next week?
For real, man.
Think about that for a minute. I remember everyone was. You can fantasy book all you want.
Yes.
But after a while, it has to get to a point of realism kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you have to realize that Liv Morgan hasn't been utilized as a solo superstar in her whole time. Her with the whole Riot Squad with her, Sarah Logan and Ruby, that wasn't freaking utilized. When she was pink hair and she had the blue on her tongue.
Bro,
she wasn't utilized
they had so much potential when they debuted, bro.
Yeah. She wasn't utilized then. So
none of them were.
Don't tell me what's gonna happen on January 1st, because we've seen superstars get released from this company that was supposed to make it to WrestleMania, that was supposed to make it to the next week, and they all got released. I'm not saying Liv Morgan's gonna get released. I hope she doesn't, because I'm gonna say a lot of bad words, and I don't want to say a lot of bad words, but I'm going to if it happens. But
yeah, for real, bro.
You're at a situation to where
respectfully
WWE is not about long-term booking anymore. I'm tired of people telling me that to let stuff play out and tell me that this is long-term booking. Everyone knows that this company only long-term books for the people they care about. Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, whoever's the champion at the moment, except for Shinsuke, because they don't care what Shinsuke's doing for some odd reason. But they have select people. Brock Lesnar, there's only select people that they will do long-term booking for. Liv Morgan's not one of those people. I wish she was. I would love to build up a whole underdog Daniel Bryan kind of thing and have her win at WrestleMania. I would love to do a whole Kofi Mania thing. But we all know how both of those things ended. Bryan is in a different company, and Kofi got buried by Brock Lesnar on a random episode of SmackDown because it was on Fox. So
in 14 seconds or whatever.
Yes.
7 seconds. Whatever it was.
You can't make this stuff up. The creative will always find a way to ruin what we want to believe in. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that's up for debate. There is no long-term booking with this company anymore, except for people that they care about.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And Laf, I want to piggyback off of what you said in your live because I was there. As soon as the main event ended, I fucking ended it. I went live for the main event only for the show, and I went straight to your live afterwards. And you said, and I want to make sure I'm getting this right. So if I didn't, please recorrect me on it. What the fuck was I gonna bring up? You said I was gonna piggyback off the topic that you said where WWE only long-term books for the people that they care about. Roman, Becky, Charlotte, not Becky, but Charlotte, pretty much any of the champions that they really care about. Or
Roman,
part-timers.
trash. Becky, trash. No. I'm not playing. I'm just serious, but whatever.
The long-term booking shit needs to end because, like you said earlier, they don't give a shit and they don't believe in long-term booking. They don't. Would we all love to see? Oh yeah, Liv Morgan wins the Rumble and then wins the main event of WrestleMania to become a champion here in this company? Yes, that would be great. But the point is, they don't do that shit. They really don't, and they only do that shit for the people that they legitimately care about. Liv Morgan was already supposed to be a champion in WWE. Before Ruby got released, she was supposed to be a women's tag team champion with Ruby Riott to take the titles off of, I believe it was like 2 champions ago.
It was Nia and Shayna.
Yeah. They were supposed to be the ones to beat Nia and Shayna. And then I believe it was like a few weeks later, it was Ruby Riott getting released from the company.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about this women's division. They don't give a shit about Liv Morgan. And like I said in the beginning portion of this show, they just don't give a shit about people that we take the time and effort to invest ourselves in. And then we just get the rug pulled from underneath us saying, hey, a big old fuck you to you and your efforts to be a fan of this company.
Hey, y'all, I gotta head out early because I gotta get some sleep. Got some testing tomorrow, so.
All right, my man. Have a good night.
Good night, bro.
Wait, before I go, hold on. I gotta do this. Fade.
Yeah, you can do your outro now.
Black.
You blow me a kiss.
There you go. But dude, at the end of the day, it's just a shame because we all see the freaking potential, and it's just not. It's not that it's not there because it is. Just they just don't want to put it for us.
And it's like we know that this stuff. We talked about this, I think, last week. I was watching that match. Like I was getting ready to upload my reaction to it, but I don't even know if I want to because I didn't have a reaction. I was sitting there watching like this. You were there. I was sitting there just watching.
Yeah.
I was like, "Why are you so focused?" I wasn't focused. I was just preparing myself to get mad because there was no point where I was like, "Oh, maybe Liv might win this," and then I have to hear what we all have to hear when I don't know what to call these people that think that every heel has to win by using the ropes or hitting someone with a chair or doing something. I'm like, bro, or interference. They use the exact same finish. The exact same finish from the Bianca match. The exact same, like she didn't hit that fake ass rock bottom that she does. She didn't do the disarmer. She won the exact same way. She oh my God. I just thought about that. Wait, stop. The Bianca match ended with her grabbing the rope when she pinned, right? Then Charlotte at Survivor Series. now tonight. So you're telling me y'all gave this quote unquote dominant champion 3 wins using the exact same. This wasn't a wrestling move. She didn't do it wasn't a wrestling move. She used the same tactic 3 different times in a matter of what, a month or two? In a matter of a month or two. And I'm supposed to believe that she's like a dominant champion or whatever. It's like I don't know how long we're supposed to depend on the 4 horsewomen. I'm not sure. I love Sasha more than a lot of superstars on the roster, but I know that over time, even when Bayley come back, Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky, they're gonna have to move over for the next generation, which I believe is Bianca, Liv, I
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm. I would like to say Zelina. I would like to say Zelina. I do like her. I don't like the Queen thing. It's kind of weird, but I do like her. But it's just like, yeah. And the thing with Mandy too, we didn't talk about that because we don't do NXT reviews anymore. But I was so mad during the War Games match. Go watch if you haven't watched that War Games match. Just watch Mandy throughout the whole match. I bet it was 2
The
moves.
women's War Games was so uneventful. So uneventful.
I liked the match. I was fine during the match. The match was cool to me. I was having a great time. But I was watching Mandy, the NXT champion, and I was watching Raquel run through everybody. Everybody. And I'm watching Mandy. She did 2 moves, a left boot and a right boot. I'm not exaggerating. Watch the match over. I was watching her the whole time. I was on to my friend, and he loves Mandy, and I'm like, bro, look at what
the MVP of that match, Cora Jade. She legitimately separated her fucking shoulder in that match.
Yeah.
Io Shirai legitimately put it fucking back in place, and then she had to get medical attention in the back.
That's not Io put his shoulder right back in. I was that I've had that feeling before, and that does not feel good. So
separation of shoulders suck.
That does not feel good. It kind of feels worse when they put it back in. So it's like
yes. So I want to bring up your point that you said in your live, because I watched it back just a little bit. That's why I was on mute.
Mm-hmm.
You said, and this was really the point that I wanted to bring up. Mm-hmm. The whole narrative that you said, that as soon as somebody becomes a champion, we immediately turn on them.
Mm.
That narrative, like you said, needs to fucking go outside the window, because that's not true. The only reason why we've turned on some people in the past, like a Seth Rollins, like a Roman Reigns, like a there are many others, but those 2 especially were the 2 that immediately came to mind when you brought up that kind of narrative, is because they get pushed down our freaking throats. And the fact that you legitimately have no idea how to book them the rest of the way. Some people are just great at chasing the championship. Some people are just great at holding the championship. Sometimes it's all about the chase, and sometimes the chase is great. But then when you have the championship and you legitimately don't do anything with it, like a Shinsuke Nakamura, like a Damian Priest who only does open challenges just for the fun of it now because they don't have anything creatively planned, that's when people start to turn on them, because they legitimately just don't care and they need to figure out what they can do from there. With Liv Morgan being a champion, I don't know if people would immediately turn on her right away, but the thing is, we'd all be happy for, like, I don't know, maybe the first 5 months of her reign, because we're just happy that she's champion and that she's being used. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much else I really need to say about that. The whole champion, like, oh yeah, well, we're going to turn on you as soon as you're a champion. That's not always the case. It's not.
I think they just say that because, like the whole Becky thing, they tried to make a heel run work with her, and it doesn't work. So now I don't know what she is besides the champion.
She's supposed to be a heel still.
Yeah. Nobody turned on Becky as soon as she came back. Well, all right, let me not say that, because the backlash after she beat Bianca, that was bad, and I was pissed too.
She was
But
in great shape when she returned, and nobody wanted to boo her because she looked that
even
that
no,
amazing.
actually no, I'm saying because even when she beat Bianca, there was a divide in the wrestling community. There were people who
Yes.
were completely pissed, and there were completely who were just like, oh, that's cool, or people
You
that were
don't
like, oh,
know?
my God,
Look on the TikTok during that time.
that
Look
was
on
a
TikTok
very
during that
bad
time.
time.
Yeah,
But
very bad time.
but think about this. We didn't do that.
No.
We didn't have Becky return and just squash Becky into squash Bianca in 26 seconds. That wasn't us doing it. I didn't say do that. I know
No.
Hood didn't say it.
No.
They made
In fact, that hurt Bianca more than it helped.
Yeah, they made that call. We didn't make that call. So all we're doing is reacting to the call that the company made. We're not. I hate when people be like, oh, blame creative. Stop telling me to blame creative. I know. I'm not stupid. Don't tell me to blame creative when
We know it's creative.
when Roman does something, when Randy's or Riddle, blame creative.
It's
blame
not
creative.
Becky's fault.
Look, we know creative is doing this stuff. That's how how professional wrestling works.
Yeah.
But no one's going to tell me how to react to something when I had nothing to do with it happening.
Yeah.
If I see something happen in which, like you guys know, if Jeff wins the Universal Championship and then during his whole reign, he doesn't pin anyone, he just beats them by hitting them with a rubber ducky on the head, people be like, oh, you turned on Jeff. No, stupid. They're booking him wrong. He's hitting people with a rubber ducky and then pinning and then leaving the ring. He's winning
It's
by
the finger poke of doom, but this time with a rubber duck. No.
Yes.
We love Jeff Hardy, but if he is booked terrible as a champion, we're gonna say something about it.
You know how hard it would be for me to say anything negative about that man? I love that man. I cannot say anything negative about that guy unless I'm pushed to that point, and I've never been pushed there. But if he's out there doing stupid stuff, that's what's going to happen. Becky is doing stupid stuff. Roman is doing stupid stuff. Riddle is doing stupid stuff. I love the three of them when they were. I love Becky when she had her whole broken nose thing. She was awesome. I love Roman when he was in the Shield. He was my favorite member of the Shield. He was my favorite member of the Shield. He still is.
For me, it was Seth Rollins, and it was always Seth Rollins. But Roman was number 2.
See, and with Riddle is an amazing freaking wrestler. He's an amazing. He doesn't have to be demoted into this jokey guy. He can be funny. He's naturally funny.
Yeah.
But when you give someone 75% funny and then you give the rest of that the rest of that is left for the wrestling, you have an imbalance. You know what I'm saying? You have an imbalance. Like people like Yoshitatsu, an amazing wrestler. They made him into a freaking joke, a bad joke. People barely even remember Yoshitatsu.
To be completely honest, I mean, I know of Yoshitatsu, but as soon as I started coming in, Yoshi was on his way out, or he was released already. So
you can do that with Yoshi. You can do that with Santino. You can do that with
Vladimir Kozlov.
What
the fuck was that guy?
Vladimir Kozlov was supposed to be like one of the most dominant forces during that time. He was having feuds with Jeff and Undertaker and Jarrett and whoever the hell was on.
He was in a tag team with fucking Santino.
Yeah, and that tag team was terrible. They were having
I think they were tag team champions too at one point. It was terrible.
I think they were having tea parties in the middle. I remember this stuff. Mike Knox.
That's where we got that Vladimir dancing and doing the worm kind of segment when they were doing the dance off. I saw that a couple of times on TikTok. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking fantastic and funny. But listen,
Mike Knox was supposed to be a freaking tank. He was terrifying when they first came in, and then he just dwindled down. Thank God they didn't make him into a comedic thing. I don't think so. But
they tried, but it didn't work. Yeah. So they
Justice and Jesse, Mason Ryan was supposed to be
Mason Ryan,
and he made the look, but then he just fizzled out.
As soon as he fucking showed up, Batista chants were roaring through the arena.
95% of the original Nexus. I'm talking about like the Nexus that beat up Cena and tore the stuff. 95% of the original Nexus.
Daniel Bryan was in there. Darren Young was in there.
Justin Gabriel
Slater.
protecting the 450 splash like it was the most devastating move ever.
Michael Tarver was in there.
Michael Tarver was so good. This company has been doing stuff like this for years now. They didn't always do it, but they did it in little tiny intervals. Now it's just bigger because they don't even care about the professional wrestling aspect anymore. Back
and the
then,
thing that irritates me the most, I saw somebody in your comment section during your live. The fact that these people don't even know a single thing about wrestling is fucking what irritates me the most. That's what the creative team does. They don't know shit about wrestling. They probably don't even know how to spell the word wrestling, let alone know how to book a show every single week. I tell you guys this every single time. They don't book these shows on a week-to-week basis. They book these shows day by fucking day. They don't know how to book it week by week because they just don't see the progression on how to book storylines in the way that they should. And no, and here's the thing, and I'm going to say this right now. Loth, you know how much I like AEW. You know how much I like AEW. But I'm telling you right now, and I'm telling everybody here right now, you need to understand that, yeah, I shit a lot on this company. I shit a lot on WWE. But the thing is, that AEW has done some bad stuff too. AEW has done some bad things as well. Look at the barbed wire death match between Jon Moxley and Omega. Great match. Shitty ending. Look at the a lot of people are saying that about the fuck was their War Games match? Blood and Guts.
Oh.
Blood and Guts. Great match. But that ending where Jericho like just kind of fell 10 feet off the air into
onto the mattress?
Yeah, onto the mattresses.
Yeah.
You could have made that look a ton better. Obviously, Jericho was not going to fall 20 feet in the air onto legitimate concrete. We knew that. But you could have shot that a ton better. And the thing is, they replayed it on Dynamite that night, that week after. And the way that they shot it then, the way that they showed the replay then, looked 10 times, 100 times, in fact, 1,000 times better than what they showed us on that night. You could have had that exact same camera angle. I'm telling you guys right now, you need to understand that if something is bad in AEW, I'm going to shit all over it there too. I'm going to say this right now. The way they're doing Sammy Guevara's TNT Championship reign, I'm done with the open challenges. I'm done with the open challenges. Just like I'm done with the United States Championship open challenges here, I'm done with the TNT Championship open challenges. You need to get Sammy Guevara into an actual storyline for the TNT Championship. That's what you did with him and Miro. Why can't you do it here for Sammy and whoever else? You tell me a storyline between himself and Jay Lethal wouldn't be great for a storyline? You telling me something again with Miro for the TNT Championship wouldn't be great? They need to do something more with him, just like they need to do more with Shinsuke and Damian. If something's going to be bad on both shows, I'm going to talk about it.
That's what I was trying to tell people. It was like, oh, I'm tired of people telling me that every person that has been done wrong in WWE needs to go to AEW. AEW is not the promised land.
No, I agree. I heard some of the stuff that you were saying about AEW. Some of them I agree with, some of them I don't. But the thing is, hey, we can all have different opinions here. I'm not even trying to disrespect or do anything like that. But like you said, not everybody needs to go to AEW. Not everybody.
They're going to make it top heavy. It's already at the point now because I see what they're doing with Adam Cole and I understand it. But it's a very different lane from what he was doing in the prime of NXT, now playing second fiddle to the Young Bucks.
Now, if Kyle O'Reilly goes to AEW, what makes you think that we're probably not going to see UE in AEW or something of that nature?
Something that WWE created.
Yeah.
This all goes in a circle,
Yeah.
AEW
It's a
may be
vicious
top of the
circle.
right now, but this all goes in a circle. AEW, WWE, Impact, New Japan, Dragon Gate, whatever promotion you want, whatever your promotion of choice is. Like exactly, there are other wrestling promotions. There's more stuff than just WWE and AEW. There, you have to. I'm not going to act like I watch 5 different brands because I don't. I watch AEW.
I watched the 3
periodically. See, I watch AEW periodically, and I watch WWE more than anything. I'm trying to.
I watch the WWE. I do watch Impact here and there periodically, and then AEW. You guys know I watch every week, but that's it.
It's like there's so many other brands, so it's like it's like imagine they were like, we have this podcast here, and there's another podcast called Wrestlers Unite or something stupid. Same amount of people and everything. If I'm here and I feel like I don't want to be here anymore, there's so many other things to do. There's so many other wrestling podcasts out there that I could join. I'm not going to join the immediate person to the left because everyone's going there. That's what AEW is, the fun place right now. AEW is the party.
Yeah.
AEW is the party that everyone wants to be a part of, but some people can't get into the party. If you've ever been like, I never been into a club, but I've had people that worked in club. I know how the whole club thing works. You can't get into certain clubs if you're not dressed the part.
Right.
There's going to be a huge line out there. Everyone's going to want to get in. Everyone's going to want to go, oh, that looks fun. People, oh, it's fun in here. Everyone's going to want to come to the party. But a lot of people can't get in because once you get a whole bunch of people in there, it's going to become cluttered and everyone can't have fun. This happens with everything. There are so many different places. Like I have a feeling that Gargano's about to say he's leaving NXT tomorrow. Cool. This doesn't mean he has to run to AEW.
No.
There's so many other places for him to go. You can't just say WWE and AEW to one place and then everyone who's been disgruntled with WWE goes over to AEW and everything is just peaches and cream. It's not like that. Because think about it. You have everyone, you get every disgruntled superstar that is either on their 90 or 30-day on their wait times right now, or just in the company still. They're just not getting time. And then push them all in AEW. Now you have a cluttered roster because you have about 80 people that used to be top stars, but you can only have one top star.
And the thing is, dude, you said something in your live where they said, oh yeah, the AEW will release people at some point, but they're only going to release the people that they don't use so that they can have only the top stars here. And the thing is, not everybody could be a world champion. Not everybody can be a world champion.
Imagine having Keith Lee, Adam Cole, Gargano, Ciampa. I'm just saying names that possibly could go there. Imagine having
Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor.
You still got Finn Balor. You still got CM Punk.
AJ Styles.
You still have Kenny Omega. You still have all of these people. You still have Bray Wyatt, who we don't know what he's doing, but he can easily walk in there any day. You have so many people who are already there. We push them all into one place, and it's going to be an overflow. And then that's when the switch is going to turn, because then you're going to be like, we hate WWE for this reason, but you have all the Adam Cole fans who are like, why is Adam Cole getting TV time? Oh, that's because Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn's here. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to really figure out. You can't just put everyone in the same box and expect everyone to be able to do good, because there's so much more out there. And I know AEW looks like the fun place right now, but everyone can't do the same thing. Everyone can't do the same thing. I can tell people that I'm having a great time on TikTok and a whole influx of new people coming to TikTok, but they might not have the mind for that, and they're not getting the same experience I am. And they're going to come back on me. Oh, you said it was fun. Yeah, I said I was having fun. I recommended it. I was hoping you had fun. But now you bought you and all your friends, and you're not having fun. You can't blame me. You have to blame yourself. But at the same time, you can't even blame the superstars for going to AEW, because they just want to go where they appreciate it.
They want to go there. They want to be appreciated. They want to do the stuff that they want to do. And the thing is, they want the ultimate freedom that WWE just never gave them a chance to do. I want to ask you this, and I know this might be a little bit difficult for you because you haven't been watching AEW like week to week like I do. But out of all the WWE X talent that they have right now, who, in your opinion, has been booked absolutely 100% in the way that you wanted them to be booked all along, and you think that they have been booked not perfectly, but just absolutely in a way where you just know that they are being treated the right way, other than when they were in WWE? Because I got one person in mind already. I just want to know where your head's at.
Jericho.
Okay.
Just because I feel like he's been the most over that he's been in years. Like I haven't seen Jericho this over since like early Y2J stuff.
Okay.
So I'll probably say Jericho.
I got Malachi Black.
That's a very good one too, actually.
Malachi Black looks like an absolute special attraction in AEW.
Yeah.
In WWE, he was put in a broom closet, and he was never allowed to do anything else.
Yeah.
Last feud he had, it wasn't even really a feud. He was in a broom closet. He came out of the broom closet. He attacked Big E, hit him with a big ending, and then not a big ending, a black mass, and then the next week he was gone. We never had anything else to do with that. Malachi Black, to me, is an absolute special attraction over there.
Yeah.
Andrade, he's a very hit or miss. Cody, we all know Cody. Jericho's a great option. FTR, very up and down. They are. Jake Hager, nothing really.
I think he deserved better. He was freaking.
He totally does deserve better. He does.
Like the 2010 era, he was. Oh my god.
But yeah, that's exactly who I would have as that one attraction that the AEW actually put a lot of promise in.
Hey, you know something?
What's up?
I think Prime TNA was better than what AEW is right now for one reason, is because TNA had homegrown stars. Now, I'm not saying that a lot of the people that came back and forth from WWE to TNA, like Sting and Kurt Angle and all that stuff, but it's like, if you were there for that time period, TNA was in a lane of their own. Like, they were building people like Amazing Red, who is still going crazy now. You know what I'm saying? They were building people like a Matt Morgan, who unfortunately he's not really. I haven't heard his name in a while, but he was making comparisons to like Batista in the WWE. It was like you had homegrown TNA stars. You had James Storm over there. You know, you had Bobby Roode, who was the longest reigning world heavyweight champion in TNA history, and now he's being demoted to whatever he's doing with Dolph right now. So that's why I like Bob so much, because he was doing great things in TNA. They built him from the ground up. They built him with the whole Beer Money tag team, and then he broke from that. And
Beer Money was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, they were like they were tag team champions so much, going back and forth with 3D and Motor City and Shannon Moore and the other dude, Jesse Neal, I think his name was. It was like you had homegrown stars in TNA, and they were doing their own thing. They fell off because they started following what WWE does. We all know how they fell off, but you have to, like, AEW has pillars of their brand.
Are there no homegrown talent, and you think?
Oh no,
for AEW?
MJF, Darby. See, I don't even know enough people to even.
Sammy Guevara's homegrown talent for sure.
Yeah, MJF, Britt Baker, Darby.
There's many others, I feel, but yeah.
I can't think of them. I haven't been watching for that long, but
yeah.
Jade Cargill, I feel like she's one of the homegrown stars. I don't think she's a pillar, but she's a homegrown star from there. Thunder Rosa, like you have homegrown stars there that AEW is built around. But I feel like they're mixing too much of the WWE disgruntled with that. And now I feel like if you like just send 15 women that are disgruntled from WWE, now you're taking chances away from a Ruby Soho, or you're taking chances away from a Jamie Hayter. It's like you got to play this the right way. And
I'm glad you brought up the women's division. Is there like WWE bringing in the men for the ex WWE talent? We know there's a lot of ex WWE talent for the men. There's not really that many ex WWE people for the women, as far as I'm aware of, other than the Ruby Soho and actually, that might actually be it.
I think. What else?
Let's say if an Ember Moon showed up in an AEW and other women just started to come in there to either, in what AEW fans think, make the women's champion, make the women's division more credible or anything like that. Would you have a problem with that? Or is it just like the same thing with the men, where it's like you're going to get too hot, top heavy because WWE talent is almost going to be taking over that division instead?
The women are the case only because I feel like there is an equal point between WWE's women's roster and AEW's roster as far as talent goes. As far as booking, AEW is doing better, but as far as talent goes, there's a middle ground there.
Because you remember when Sasha Banks was doing all her stuff when she was away from WWE, and she was even having some kind of a. There was definitely some teases for her going over.
There's a middle ground there, but it's like at the same time, it all depends on the person.
Yeah,
that's why it's like in certain cases, Adam Cole was cool going to AEW, but Gargano should not go to AEW. Ember Moon might be cool going to AEW, but someone like Charlotte shouldn't, because Charlotte is a megastar and she might take chances away from people who've been there longer. And I'm fine with people like Ember or like even freaking Tamina. I feel like AEW would work well with Tamina. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll work well with Nia Jax if she learned how to wrestle better.
She said she was done with wrestling completely, so she's not even doing anything anymore.
I even think that in AEW or Impact, you could fit Eva Marie in somewhere, and she can't wrestle for anything. But there's things that you can put people in certain positions to where they are on the brand, but they don't have to be out there putting 5-star Iron Man matches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's an audience for everybody. There's an audience for everybody, because you can go to Eva Marie's Instagram and you'll see people who want her back in WWE. I don't know why, I don't, but she has an audience.
Yeah.
So it's like when you have people, you can't just put everyone in the box and say, all right, all of you guys didn't like your last job, come here. You know, you have to go by each person and figure out if they are the right place, if this is the right place for you. It's a screening process. And for me, what I've seen, there hasn't been much of a screening process. It's just everyone's going. That's why it was such a breath of fresh air when I saw Bronson Reed go. I think he's in New Japan.
Yep.
That's why it was so much. It was like a breath of fresh air from that, because like
he's doing some stuff for Impact and New Japan.
Yeah. Now you have somebody who was getting poorly used in NXT, but now he's doing a good job in New Japan and Impact. So it's like, to make this whole wrestling community that much bigger and better, you have to get all of the talent and separate them and put them in places to where they work the best. That's why, like someone like a Ryback. I was thinking about this earlier. Ryback should have never left WWE, because Ryback is a sports entertainer side wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I know sports entertainment and professional wrestling. I don't like separating the two, but you can't put someone like Ryback in the ring with somebody like, I don't know.
Adam Cole's a professional wrestler.
Yeah. You can't put Adam Cole in a ring with Ryback because you like CM Punk said it. CM Punk was talking about how Ryback was unsafe. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, that can be learned to get out of that, but at the same time, you have somebody who was taught a certain way. You have people, you have wrestlers who are learning and they're learning in FCW or they're learning in their house or they're learning different ways how to professional wrestle. There's so many promotions that I don't even know about.
And plus, the WWE way of professional wrestling is something completely different than what an Impact brand of professional wrestling or a New Japan or an AEW or anything like that. WWE is a brand of its own.
Excuse me. That's why it was so hard for me to watch because I had desensitized my brain into watching the way WWE run stuff and seeing how AEW turned. It was like, all right, I don't like this, and it took me a while to just get into. I'm in there now. I see what they're doing now, but it took me a while because when you watch a certain amount, watch a certain amount of a certain style so much.
Yeah.
When you see anything that like kind of differentiates from that, it throws you off. And it was like I didn't like watching the show because it didn't feel the same, you know. But it's like that was that with TNA at that point. TNA had a middle ground to where it felt like WWE did, you know. But at the same time, they didn't do like the PG era stuff. They had a good middle ground. The differences between AEW and WWE are so polar opposite. You can't have certain superstars just go back and forth because now there's a learning curve. And now you're learning a certain way. And then you have somebody who has been taught how to wrestle the Triple H way. And then you have someone who goes the indie way, who goes the CM Punk way, who was wrestling for pennies and stuff, you know. These are two different versions of
The
wrestling.
thing is, though, guys like Adam Cole, it was easy for them to just kind of flip the switch in order to wrestle in the way that they were before because, I mean, that was second nature to Adam. It was. He learned the WWE style because he had to, not because he wanted to.
Yeah.
And I actually apologize earlier to everyone in the chat. Ruby Soho is not the only WWE homegrown talent that they have. Serena Deeb, she was a WWE talent all the way back then. Yeah. And this woman didn't even get onto the main roster before getting released. She was released during 2020 with the COVID-19 pandemic. Tay Conti. She was in NXT. And they released her due to COVID-19. Not they probably did say it was budget cuts, but it was because of the COVID-19 stuff. So, but other than that, yeah, those are the only real three talents that they have in WWE. Everybody else is an AEW homer, really. I mean, Leva Bates was Blue Pants all those years ago back in NXT, but does anybody really remember Blue Pants? No.
No.
and yeah, so, but yeah, this was actually a lot of fun talking about this a little bit. We might actually have to do this tomorrow with Anthony if we're all down. Just talk more about this kind of stuff because this was fun. Thing is, this was a Monday Night Raw review, and it kind of turned into just a random talk for about 30 minutes. But hey, you know, that's just what happens. But hey, you know, we just have to talk about that because, guys, at the end of the day, if something's going to be terrible on either show, we're going to talk about it. So, it was not the best night for us tonight. It really wasn't. A lot of people were invested in this main event, and we just got shat on. Beyond JL says, I read that after this week, Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly are no longer going to be with WWE. If they don't sign a contract by this Tuesday, that's 100% correct. Tuesday is their final days. Tuesdays are going to be their final match for Kyle O'Reilly because he's facing Von Wagner in a steel cage. And then Johnny Gargano is going to be in a promo segment, probably to kick off the show about his future here.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah. That's going to be insane. I mean, we don't do NXT reviews on here that much, but tomorrow we might have to talk about that on the Tuesday show because
depending on what happens,
yeah, depending on what happens, we're going to talk about it. So you guys won't want to miss that. But that's it, y'all. That was your Monday Night Raw review for December 6th, 2021. If you guys liked what you heard here tonight, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss when we go live. You won't want to miss when we go live tomorrow. I'll talk to Anthony early tomorrow because last week he just could not make it to the show. He was actually doing stuff with family that night, so which is completely understandable. We can't just totally put everything aside just to have Anthony come on the pod. But yeah, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And if you guys do, that'll help us get recommended more and we can grow even faster than before. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, so got to go there. I'm hoping to get that by SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam would be a perfect destination for that. And we'll do a lot more in the near future. But Womp, do you have anything else to say before we get the hell out of here? NXT tomorrow should be something to remember because it's no longer black and gold, my dude. It's really 2.0 that stepped up. And now, I'm sorry to say this, y'all, but black and gold, it's dead. And I hate saying that. I really do. You guys have no idea how much I hate saying that. You guys really have no idea how much I hate it.
It's sad. When I first came back into watching NXT, I asked them, I was like, "Yo, should I start watching NXT again?" They said, "Yeah," and I was like, I those last few months of NXT when it was still black and gold, I was like, this is still awesome. Like the matches I watched were like Ricochet and Dream and Adam Cole and Gargano and all that stuff is just like that was still cool. You know, that was the best. That was the best wrestling show in the world. And now seeing how it's just slowly being destroyed, quickly actually, it's insane. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. NXT is going to be definitely something to watch. I wasn't going to do it, but I totally forgot that Gargano was doing that thing. So I'm definitely going to watch that show. But yeah, y'all do your homework and stuff. It's Tuesday. Y'all got school in the morning. I don't know why y'all up. Y'all got to go to school. So y'all do that. Put your shirt on. Make sure you got both socks on. You know what I'm saying? Tell your loved ones to your loved ones. Drink some water. And brush your teeth before you go to bed. I know, like I know you brush your teeth when you like wake up and like after you eat and stuff like that. Brush your teeth again before you go to bed. Just do it. It won't hurt. It'll probably be better. Just brush your teeth before you go to bed. I don't care if you didn't eat. Just brush your teeth before you go to bed. Take that as you may. But
yeah,
I go to bed when I please. My fault, sir. My fault. But yeah, I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow and stuff. We the ones. Road to 500. Same time.
Road to 500. Road to 500. Actually, you know, I wanna check something right now before we get the hell out of here. Well, we're actually at 311, so we continue to grow every single day. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
And we were almost there to that light goal, guys. We're at 8. We just need 2 more. If any of y'all did not hit that thumbs up during the show, just hit it. Let's get to that 10. But thank you guys so much for joining us here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. With Anthony or without Anthony, we'll talk about NXT. And it's not going to be a full show review. We'll just go over the major parts. But that's it, y'all. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace out. We the one.